Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. We're going to talk about real estate and how right now you rarely have to do anything to sell a home. Without further ado, let's do this. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you don't mind checking your phone, if you've been watching these videos and you like the content, can you check to see if you're subscribed? If you aren't, if you don't mind hitting that button, it'd really help me out. Also hitting that little thumbs up, bing, bing. Come on, editor, to go for it. Bing, bing. Yeah, he's gonna put it on there right now. Thank you so much. The thumbs up helps a lot. All right, without further ado, real estate. If you're thinking about selling a house right now, to say the market is hot, and I get it, there's gonna be people in the comment, Ninja, you did say that the market has topped. I did say that at the end of July, and I completely still stand by that. But it doesn't matter what I say, because when I say something and I call a date, you're gonna start noticing that there's still things happening in the market. Just because someone says it's done doesn't mean everything goes and stops. Sales don't stop immediately, right? So there's all kinds of places still that have very little homes on the market, so very low inventory. And so those are still getting bid up, they're still getting grabbed fast. There are a lot of locales already starting to slow. Days on market are extending. We're starting to see price reductions in some cities. And so, excuse me, that is showing me that we're starting to top and we're starting to, with a downturn, but that can take a year to fully materialize, right? But by and large, I want you to see the difference between the seasons changing and the, not only real seasons, but the real estate market seasons, and be able to identify it. So it gives you that boost of confidence, go, yeah, this might be the time. Now, first off, none of this is financial advice. I used to be a financial investor. I'm sorry, I used to be I'm an investor, not a financial professional. I've been involved in real estate since 2001. Got into oil, all kinds of other stuff if you don't know my background. Okay, bye. So, real estate. Right now, we still have a hot market, and it absolutely blows me away. I know somebody that just flipped a home, and they took 3 months to do it, and they spent all this time putting in all these nice finishes in a smoking hot market. Now, first off, they got a great deal on the house because their house was run down. And what I like to tell people, and I learned this lesson the hard way, in a hot market, less is more. The most important thing during a hot market is price, all right? When you have the lowest priced home in the area, or you're priced competitively, it is going to sell, all right? And what I like to do when I'm flipping homes, and I was flipping homes pretty crazy between 2002 and 2005, my thing was the velocity of money. A lot of people are always trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip, and they don't realize that when it comes to real estate, you don't need to put granite in every single house. You know, it's called lipstick on a pig for a reason. If you have a home, the most important thing is that it's going to, my thing is honesty and transparency, right? Because if you have a junker and you want to sell it, first off, you don't have to touch it at all. If it's in a smoking hot market and you get a smoking deal, let's say you bought a house in a so I'm in California, so it's in Crazyville, right? So let's say the average 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a certain community is selling for $500,000. I know that was a while ago, but let's just say, to make everybody else feel normal. Okay, so you are normal, trust me, you guys are normal. We're not. $500,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and you find yourself a home for $375,000 because it has dry rot on a deck. The carpet is disgusting. The paint could be freshened up. There's some odors inside like that, and then the driveway is cracked. You know, the asphalt's cracked for the driveway, so it's run down. It's let's say 30-year-old house, the owners didn't touch it at all. But you got it for $375,000, and the average home in that neighborhood was selling for $500,000. Well, first off, what I like to do is I like to look at the available inventory in that neighborhood. If there's none, you are golden. My thing is why wouldn't you sell that home immediately for put it on the market for $450,000? And you could always do a coming soon as well to see what kind of what kind of attention you get, what kind of views you get, while you're already identifying your next property. The reason why I say that is because the average person that I see flipping homes in a hot market, they would take that $375,000 house, they would put all new appliances, all new interior things like paint, carpet, all kinds of good stuff, and they would end up spending about $75,000, and then after their expenses, they're gonna ink away probably like a $35,000, $40,000 profit. And I think that's just absolutely insanity. Whereas if you took it right now from 375 to 450 and then fully disclosed everything and say, you know what, there's dry rot on the deck. And there are some buyers that are not going to be able to accept that because they're going through FHA or specific banks that want the house in very good condition when the buyers buy it. And those properties, those buyers are just simply not going to be able to make that happen, right? There's gonna be a lot of cash buyers in a hot market. They're gonna pick that thing up in a heartbeat because they're gonna either rent it out, so all they care about is throwing some carpet and some paint in, or and they don't care about the dry rot. They're like, we can deal with that later, it's just a deck. I mean, people freak out over dry rots, especially when it comes to external things like decks. Blows me away. And they're like, we just care about saving that $50,000, you know, market value right there. The other thing too that blows me away is, so you put it on the market, let's say, you know, you get no attention on it for $450,000. And you do just the minimal photos, some exterior photos, things like that, just to get people to come in and look at the property. Then, you know, and then you're putting lipstick on the pig. You're going to go ahead and paint the interior, fresh paint, you're gonna take care of the odors, you're going to put in new carpet, and that does a lot, right? And then maybe just take a can, you know, some tar and go out and reseal coat the black driveway and just freshen up the house, right? Both in the aesthetics, the looks, and in the scents, let's say. Well, now you go ahead and take your interior photos and stuff and mark it up the same, leave it the same price, $450,000, to see what happens. Because in a hot market, that home should sell based off of its price. And the great thing about that, and I'm gonna get to how I learned my lesson, is that you're not working your butt off trying to, you know, sweat equity that house and fix it up. You're now identifying your second property, okay? And it sounds funny because I'm always go big or go home. If I could do it once or twice, I could do it 10 or 20 times. That's how I look at things. I don't mess around. It's not like it was never a hobby for me. I just don't, oh, I'm gonna go fix up a house, and man, that was fun. I made myself 40, 50,000 bucks in a, you know what, 5-week period. You know, I think I'm content. There's no being content with me. I'm just gonna keep crushing it. So the way I learned this lesson was because during a hot market, 2003, I bought a flip and I went through, gutted it out. I mean, there was parquet floors, and instead of, I don't know why, just throwing the carpet on top of the parquet, literally hand shipped it out. And if you've dealt with parquet floors, oh my gosh, the glue it's a nightmare. You know, wasted 2-3 days of labor there. We wasted 2 to 3 days of labor, you know, dealing with some dry rot issues on a deck, and fixed it all up. It sold within a few days, and I turned a $45,000 profit. It took me about, let's say, total from close of escrow to being on the market again, about 4 weeks to do the thing. So total, all in all, we were looking at about a 3-month project from escrow, from start to finish, made $45,000 after expenses. The sad thing is the day that it sold, I literally pulled up to talk to the owners. The new buyers were awesome people, really kind people. Went to congratulate them, answer any questions that they might have not been able to ask during the house, just do a walkthrough. I like to do that when I sell a house. Just come back to the house and say, hey, do you have any other questions? I'd love to show you all this kind of stuff. You know, where's that pipe underground, all that kind of stuff. And what did you find inside the walls? I usually like to take photos, give them to people. And they had contractors in there. They were ripping up the tile that we'd put down, tearing out the carpet, and I'm just drop-jawed. All I'm seeing is dollars going out the window. And they said, man, yeah, you did a really nice job, but this is nothing what we want. We want it our way. And that was the day I just decided, the heck with this. It's all minimal. Let's take care of smells and aesthetics. You know, if there's stained carpet, let's throw some fresh carpet in there. If it smells inside, let's put some kills on the wall, take care of that. But let's just go minimal. Why am I doing all of these high-end finishes? High-end finishes just lose you money in a hot market. So I hope you guys got something out of this. It's still a hot market in a lot of areas, but I think that's gonna start changing, not only due to the weather, not only to the time of year. The kids are going back to school. We're gonna be going into the holiday season. It's always a slow time throughout the year, no matter what locale you are. I don't care where you are in the country or the world. Real estate starts to slow down this time of the year. And then on top of that, you know, we're gonna start seeing a lot of people going, you know what? I'm feeling it's topping, or you know what? This is a lot of money. I could sell right now, move to another state, and live the life I've always wanted. I think you're gonna start seeing a lot of inventory on the real estate market. All right, guys, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching The Economic Ninja. It's out.